This evening, Florida is bracing for a powerful and potentially deadly hit from Irma.
The urgency to evacuate is only underlined by the destruction Irma left in the Caribbean. More than 20 people died in the hurricane when it struck the vulnerable islands. Irma shredded buildings, torpedoed cars, and left neighborhoods just submerged in water. The hurricane is over Cuba right now. Forecasters still aren't sure where the storm will hit when it reaches Florida on Sunday. What they do know is the storm is wider than the entire state. Florida's governor says widespread damage is expected from coast to coast. WCCO's chief meteorologist Chris Schaefer joins us now.
Chris, people living well north of Florida, they're going to feel Irma's wrath, it looks like.
They really are. And with every model run, we see a little tweak with the expected path of where Irma will make landfall with Florida. Here's that well-defined eye you can see passing just north of Cuba, as Liz just mentioned, kind of splitting the uprights between Cuba and the Bahamas. Category 4 hurricane right now. Here's the scary thing: as it reaches the warmer waters south of Florida, probably intensifying again to a Category 5 hurricane. I want to zoom in a little closer to show you. Yesterday, the model data had it coming over Key Largo. Now it's shifting more toward Key West as a Category 5, eventually heading toward Fort Myers and the western half of Florida. Not only are the winds a big concern, you've heard the term storm surge. That's basically a piling up of the water. They say the water could rise 6 to 12 feet over a landscape that's about 3 feet over sea level in many areas. So flooding is going to be a major concern. By the way, Katia isn't helping. That will come ashore on Mexico overnight tonight as a Category 2 hurricane, and a lot of talk about Jose as well. The good news is Jose is still expected to shift to the north and spin off to the Atlantic, not affecting folks in Florida. But obviously Irma is the eye that we're watching right now, expected to come ashore anywhere from maybe 3 in the morning on Sunday to 8 in the morning. We'll certainly keep an eye on it and keep you posted here at CCO. And on a much lighter note, our weather here in the Twin Cities looks pretty fabulous this weekend. I'll have all the details coming up.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina have begun making their own storm preps, but all eyes are on Florida this evening.
Kenneth Craig is reporting in Miami, where the governor said residents need to get to safety today.
Dozens of Irma evacuees lined up for shelter at this high school in Doral, Florida. It's the second shelter the Perez family has tried to get into, and 12-year-old Gabriella's first hurricane.
I'm scared for most of my friends because most of them are staying in their houses. And I keep telling them, you should come into a shelter because it's safer there.
The state's governor ordered all schools closed so they can be used as shelters and recovery staging areas. The lines to get in are growing.
This is a catastrophic storm that this state has never seen before.
The Keys will feel Irma first with a storm surge that could overwhelm the island chain.
Took everything we could that we didn't want to lose, and we're getting out.
All gas stations in the Keys are now closed, and the race is on to keep fuel flowing to south and central parts of the state. Here in Miami-Dade County alone, more than 650,000 people have been ordered to leave, the largest evacuation ever attempted in the county. This is what's coming. Early Friday, Irma slammed Turks and Caicos with 20-foot waves. Miami resident Jay Gomez was going to go.
I thought I might be more useful here and just help out as many people as I can.
Joe Logan is also staying, but not taking any chances with his boat.
During Andrew, when the surge came in, the boats went so high they later came down and impaled themselves on the pilings.
Lines are growing for last-minute supplies, and traffic is slow moving to points north. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Miami.